Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So what have you guys been up to? Okay, so today's video is just all about my favorite TV shows and movies on Netflix and on Prime Video. So if you want to know what my lists are, kindly keep on watching. So I have a note here where I wrote a couple of movies that I'm watching in no particular order. I will just go by the ones that I have seen, the ones I'm currently seeing, and the ones that are on my watch list I most likely will see. The first one I have here today is, I'm sure you all already know, is what? Money Heists. Hey, this movie is so interesting. It's a Spanish movie where it was a planned robbery by a very calculated gang leader named Professor in the movie, and the gang members identified as various countries of the world. I don't know, yeah, that's what they identified themselves as. There was Tokyo, I really liked her. There was Denver, yeah, a couple of them I was really interesting. So basically, on the first season, it was the robbery in the reserve when they steal money and all that stuff. And I think the next robbery was gold. That was in Italy, I think, when one of their other gang member was caught, and they had to go rescue him, and all the drama that ensued. I kind of really liked it because they went in detail in the movie. Just a disclaimer though, I wouldn't recommend this movie to anyone who is under 18 because there were loads of gun violence, I would say, and some sexual scenes. So if you're under 18, I really wouldn't recommend this. But if you're legal to watch it, it's really interesting. And the second one on my list will be A Fall from Grace. This is a Tyler Perry movie, and as you all know, Tyler Perry, he's a legend. He's a legend. From Medea, Families, Vacation, or Funeral, whatever it is, all his movies has been a hit back to back. Tyler Perry, wow. A Fall from Grace is just a story that detailed a woman who was robbed, or who was robbed by her best friend's son, and because of that she was put in jail. But in the end though, after so much investigation, she was acquitted, and yeah, the story unfolded on what happened. But in my opinion, I kind of think that there might be a sequel. Who thinks that too? I just feel there might be a sequel. I don't know. With Tyler Perry's movie, you cannot really tell. There might just be a sequel to that movie. And the next one will be Greenleaf. I'm currently watching that right now. And my sister suggested that to me. She said, it's so nice, you're gonna love it, the fashion and all that stuff. You know me, now when I had fashion, I quickly jumped and I went to Netflix to see what it's about. Okay, so yeah, it's a story of a church, like a mega church, a lot of hidden truths, or a lot of things that goes on in such mega churches. And yeah, there was the father who was a bishop. Of course, the wife was who played the wife was what's this woman's name? Vivica A. Fox. And the daughter, who was the Greenleaf, her name is Greenleaf, Pastor Greenleaf. It was just a scene of a lot of things unfolding in the mega church, and yeah, basically all about it. I'm trying to give snippets so I don't become a spoiler for people who haven't seen the movie. And the next one, still on Netflix, will be Black AF. Oh my goodness. Black AF, why I really like this is because it's kind of chilled. Every other movie that I had mentioned earlier, it's kind of really sad, sorrowful, and very one kind. But with Black AF, it's really cool. There were lots of fast fashion. Boy, the father, huh? I'm sure he's a designer freak. he was giving us designers back to back. The kids, oh my goodness, it was really nice. It's a more of a home. It's a home kind of movie, but the storyline details more about the black community. He is an advocate for black people. Anything that has to do with the black community, the man, he's an advocate. I think he actually produced the movie. I'm going to put his name underneath. The next movie will be Miracle from Cell 7. The protagonist in this movie will be Ova. Ova is a man who's mentally impaired or has a mental disability, and then he has a daughter. I think what's the daughter's name? I don't remember the daughter's name right now. And of course, their grandma. He was convicted for a crime he didn't commit, the crime of murder. And then, yeah, a lot of things went on and on in jail. He made so many friends. At some point, he was convicted and was about to be executed. But somehow, fate found him, and then he was exonerated. But it was really emotional. Like, I was crying the entire time. I was at my friend's house when I saw the movie. And my friend was, why are you crying? Listen, I was weeping. I don't know if I've wept that much in a long time. I was literally just weeping, like tears was dropping down my eyes like this. So it was really emotional, and it just goes to show that a lot of people right now, they're in jail for crime they never committed. And the Nigerian one I'm watching, I just finished watching, is Castle and Castle. Yes, I know I'm late to the movie. It's quite old, but it's a good one. Proud to now, I wasn't like a movie person, but of course we have a lot of time in our hands, so why not? So it's Castle and Castle. Castle and Castle is a legal movie where there are lots of cases that they bring to this, I'll say, premium legal firm, and they try to unfold the mystery behind these cases. But there was one that stood out, which was by, is it Femco, whatever, it was an airline that due to negligence had a plane crash that took the lives of over 110 passengers on board. And the owner of the airline tried to buy his way through, even went ahead and paid some money to the judge just to, trivialize the issue and, get it all swept under the carpet. But as time goes by, there were evidences that were seen, and even though Mrs. Castle herself, tried to, make the case a little bit funny. But then, and we're gonna go to Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime or Prime Video. If you have Amazon Prime, then you have access to Prime Video. They are very, very recent and very new movies on Prime Video. But unfortunately, I don't think you can stream Prime Video in Nigeria. I know my sister-in-law had tried one time. She couldn't get access to it. It says it was not available in that region. So yeah. But if you're here in the US and I guess in the United Kingdom, you can get access to Prime Video. And the one I'm currently watching right now is Making the Cut. Making the Cut is a fashion series where a group of contestants come together. They give them, a style idea to recreate, and then the judges come in, judge the outfits, and then someone is sent home. But the twist to this particular one is, normal series is one person gets evicted every week. But for this one, nobody knows who's going. More than one person can be evicted. And then the good thing to it is that the outfit that wins that particular challenge will immediately be uploaded on Amazon and be ready for sale. So it's really, really nice. The first the first episode I watched, it was I think Naomi Campbell, Paris Hilton, Nico Ricci, and two other very famous designers who came on as the judge. But the host is what's his name? I'll put her name down. There's a very famous host that had this one. It's really nice. I'm watching it. If you're into fashion like me, I love any show that has to do with fashion, Rent the Runway, a lot of all these, fashion shows actually. And the next one is quite similar to Making the Cut, but this is a lot about baking. It's called The Great British Baker. This particular one is on Netflix as well. It has so many seasons. This was actually shot in the UK, And what it's about is they have different challenges every week where they tell them what kind of cake they need to make, what kind of style, what kind of aesthetic go on the cake, what moment in time, you know, some really difficult challenges they give them, but it has to be interpreted in form of baking. On Hulu, if you're in America, if you're in the United Kingdom, I'm sure you can have access to Hulu. The one I had watched earlier, it's old, but it's called 4 Weddings and a Funeral. It's a British series as well. It's so interesting, and I'm a little bit gutted because it was way too short for me. Really nice. It's just about I think there were 4 friends that had twists about their love life and a lot of, you know, very nice drama. So if you have access to Hulu, I would recommend 4 Weddings and a Funeral. And the next ones I'm going to talk about, they are really old, but I still think they're a classic. Some of them haven't made their way yet to Netflix. They haven't made their way yet to Amazon Prime, but if you can get your hands on this movie, I would say go ahead and watch the movie. Okay, so the first one on my list would be let's see, hold on, Little. Did you ever watch Little, guys? Did you ever watch that movie? Oh my goodness, it was so nice. Is this lady, what's her name? I think it's Marcia Martins. She's a star in Blackish as well. Oh my goodness, she's so cute, she's so adorable and really talented. Little is, I would say it's a comedy. At the same time, it does have a bit of drama to it. I saw this in the movies, but it's still not yet on Netflix, Hulu, or Prime Video. It's not even on YouTube. So I guess maybe before the end of the year, most likely one of the top movie houses would probably buy it or whatever. I don't know why it's still not on there, but that's a nice one if you can get your hand on it. And the next one I'm going to talk about will be Miracles from Heaven. Miracles from Heaven debuted, I think, in 2016 in the movies. It was so good. It's as good as the Miracles from Cell 7. That's how good it was. And that one, I cried. Oh my goodness, it was really emotional about a girl. I think she came down with an ailment, a chronic ailment. Was it cancer? She was in the hospital, you know, being diagnosed and all that, going from one hospital to another. That it was like a case that had been, the doctors had already written off, like, I mean, she's going to die and everything. But the flip side to this is her and her family are Christians, and they believe so much that God will actually come to heal the daughter. And while in the hospital, through her faith, she was able to convert the child who was also in her room as well, and they became good Christians. It's just a very interesting movie as well. It just propagates the Christian faith and buttresses why, you know, as a Christian, you need to depend solely to God, because there's no case that He cannot intervene, no matter how difficult. It doesn't matter what name the doctor has given to the ailment, God can always come through, even at the 11th hour. 50 Shades Free. 50 Shades Free is very similar to 50 Shades of Grey, if you have watched that one. But a disclaimer, if you're not 18 yet, please do not watch it. It has way too many scenes, sexual scenes. So I wouldn't recommend anyone under the age of 8. I think that's my list. I hope I was able to exhaust this list. And so while you're home trying to watch your movies, just enjoy yourself. I don't know when next we'll have this much time on our hands to sit home and watch movies. So hope you did enjoy it, guys. So please kindly hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and there's a notification bell right next to the subscription button. Please hit that so you get notified each time I upload a new video. And also I have a new business page, Facebook page. It's quite similar to YouTube, where you can upload video and also get monetized and start making money. It's the same name as my YouTube name, which is called Style by EJ. So my Facebook business page and my YouTube channel have the same name, which is Style by EJ. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. Remember to observe your social distancing, always wash your hands, and remember to make it a great week. Thank you guys and have a blessed one. Bye.